Hey guys, it's Leanne. Welcome to our 4-week Beachbody On Demand group. I am super excited to welcome you to this group. I'm trying to shoot this video quickly, and I have two puppies who are wanting to eat, so I'm sorry if they start barking and yelling at me behind the scenes. So I just wanted to share my story. I started, just like most of you, at the beginning of my fitness journey, struggling to lose baby weight was my goal. I had like 35 pounds to lose and kind of knew what I should be doing. I knew I needed to be working out. I knew I needed to be eating better, but was just struggling with motivation. I reached out to my neighbors who were coaches at the time and said, hey, I'm willing to pay you just to hold me accountable to working out and to eating better. And they invited me into a group similar to this. And I said, awesome, how do I get started? And they said, you got to buy a workout program and you have to drink Shakeology. And the minute they said you have to drink Shakeology, I closed my ears and I said, no way, I'm not doing that. That's just some stupid, silly scam. I'm not drinking some shake. I want to eat healthy. I want to lose this weight naturally. I had lost my mom to ovarian cancer 5 years before that and knew the importance of not only losing the weight, but doing it in a healthy way to nourish my body. So a month went by. I was still stuck in this awful cycle of living off of Cheez-It crackers and Pop-Tarts and Diet Mountain Dew and coffee. I was never even a coffee drinker before that. But just couldn't keep up with the demands of working full time, a baby at home, my husband working, trying to keep up with household chores and everything. And I was in my super busy time at work. I was a CPA and going back in the middle of our busy season. So a month went by, I felt stuck, and I said, you know what? I need this. I need this accountability. I'm going to join. And I actually delayed paying a bill. I had delayed paying our association fee and incurred a $25 late fee just so I could purchase everything I needed to be in this group. And when I got in this group, I literally fell in love. I fell in love with the motivation I was getting. Seeing everybody else succeed, seeing what they were doing, changing up my game, making little tweaks, and at that time, their group was just pure motivation. There were no tips, there were no recipes. It was just like accountability every single day. Like get up, do your work, accountability. And so I ended up following another coach, falling in love with Beachbody, following some of the people in the workout program. So I was doing Chalene Extreme at the time and started following Janelle Summers. And Janelle had shouted out one of her coaches who had just taken this at 25 years to a full-time job making six-figure income. And I thought, what the heck? Like, I'm a CPA, I have my master's in business, I worked at Ernst & Young, and I'm not making a six-figure income, and this chick is doing this all with this business of helping people. And people were starting to reach out to me saying, hey, what are you doing? And asking what my results were. So I became what we call a discount coach, where I did it just for the discount, and I wanted to inspire people. That became my hobby. Instead of watching TV at night, I was, checking into groups like this and motivating people and reaching out to people and making new friends. And fast forward, this thing snowballed into what has now allowed me to be a full-time Beachbody coach and given us freedoms that we never even dreamt of. But I started this journey to make myself feel better, to lose the weight, yes, but to ultimately feel healthy. I have had amazing transformations. I'll post that transformation picture below. Puppies, no. The little girl's fighting the boy. Hey, stop it, Riley. No. And I had some great transformations, and then my body changed. I had 2 miscarriages, and hormones got off whack, and I gained 30 pounds. And I have been eating right and drinking my Shakeology and working out and still struggling to lose the weight. And so I saw a naturopathic doctor, and they helped me identify I am intolerant to the majority of foods I was eating. But I would have never known that had I not had the trials. And so I'm so thankful for that. And now healing my body, but knowing, I've studied this a ton, knowing that our gut health is the key to everything. So this group, we're focusing on working out. We're focusing on cleaning up our eating. I'm going to have you guys checking in every single day to kind of share your food journals. And so make sure you're writing those down. Make sure you took your before pictures and after pictures. I'm going to use this 4 weeks to get a baseline, to figure out like, hey, this is my goal. And we'll talk about goals later this week, but this is what I want to do in the 4 weeks. This is what I want to do in the 12 weeks. And can I do it? Am I feeling good? Can I improve myself? We know sugar and processed foods are awful, so we're going to work on removing those. But I want to share this one last thing. And it's something my daughter said to me last week. And it was the week before Mother's Day, and she said, Mommy, I want to marry you. And I'm like, okay, normally she wants to marry Justin, and what little girl doesn't want to marry her daddy when she grows up? But this was the first time she ever said she wanted to marry me. And I said, well, why do you want to marry me? And she said, because I want to be there. I want you to be there, and I want to be able to introduce my kids to you. And it hit me, because my little girl has never met my mom on earth. She talks about her, but she's never met her on earth. And my little girl believes that the only way that she is going to introduce me to her kids is if she marries me, which we know that's not the truth. But it made me realize, like, I have to take care of this body. We have a million distractions come up, you guys. I get it. Yes, I'm now at home, and some of you are working and have all these things on top of it. But this is my full-time job, and I do a load of laundry here and there, but I'm not cleaning during the day. I'm not doing anything. So I know what you guys are going through, and a daughter that's in gymnastics, soon to be competitive gymnastics, 2 nights a week, and she's in ballet, and she has parties, and we have pizza nights, and we have late nights, and I get it. We're all busy. But if we don't take care of this body, we're not going to be here long-term for our kids. And the other thing is, we're setting the example for our kids. So our kids are knowing like what to expect. I knew every Friday night was pizza night at my house. Who had pizza night every Friday night? Who continues that tradition? Because that's what you grew up with. And so we as moms need to focus on taking care of ourselves, creating these habits now, leading by example. There are 300 million obese people in the United States and Canada. 300 million. That is ridiculous. What is going to happen if all of our kids follow in our footsteps? That number is going to balloon, and that's ridiculous. So we, as moms, need to end this trend now, and that comes by taking care of ourselves first. We can't tell our kids, no, you can't have that cookie before dinner, and then we're downing that cookie. And trust me, I've been there, and I do it, and I try not to. But we're a work in progress. I'm never going to expect you to be perfect, but I'm going to expect you to be honest with me throughout our group, and I expect you to give your best. So have you watched our Beachbody On Demand video? Isn't Beachbody On Demand amazing? Amazing. And we're going to be releasing a new program tomorrow called UV2 by Leonardo. I don't know. I believe right now that program will only be available to all access challenge pack or all access Beachbody On Demand customers, and we can talk about that if you want to try that out. We have a Sean Week, kind of a Shaun T playoff on Shark Week, which will have all of his amazing workouts. We have another workout being released in July. So this program is amazing. I did talk about how to, access the all access pack, which is an amazing deal. I mean, $100, and you can have every single program at your fingertips. But let's first get you started. So I want to know a little bit about you. I want you to introduce yourself below. I want you to tell me what program you're doing. And I want you to tell me what's your biggest struggle in making your health and fitness a priority right now. And I can't wait to read those later. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.